So Albin Ouschan makes the semi-finals again. Seems to be a bit of a regular thing here this week. He's made 3 out of 4. And the one he didn't, he survived a scare. He won a last match thriller against Ralph Suke to stay in the tournament. There's the fist pump. Swapping over sides because Fortunski's a left-hander, just to get the lag underway. I'm joined for this semi-final with Group 1 winner Chris the Shotmaker Mellin.
Cheers, Carl. Good to be back in the commentary box again with you. Looking forward to this one. Should be a great match between Albin Ouschan and Mieszko Fortunski, the Butcher.
Over on table 2, Neil's Fine, Mr. Consistent, through to yet another semi-finals. He's playing Nukioi, arguably probably the best player of the day, the way he's played. Very exciting to watch. Albin Ouschan to get the first rack underway. He is breaking in rack 1.
Good break there by Albin. Balls are split nice. Good shot the one. And this is exactly what the doctor ordered.
Of course, Albin Ouschan started this tournament on day 1. Just the nature of the event, some players are going to come in later on in the week and not get as many chances. But these are long days, long nights, a lot of pool for the players in the event, so I'm sure I'm sure he's had enough now. I'm sure he just wants to try and win this group tonight and book his place into the final group next Monday, where my colleague in the box is already there. He made light work of his group on the opening day. And whoever does win this group tonight will get a nice little rest, recharge the batteries, and get ready for the finals. Albin just flicks the 7, so that's caused a little bit of an issue.
Yeah, he's got a few options here. He can chop the 4 into the corner and try and hold the cue ball off the side rail. Or he has got an easy safety in behind the 6 and 9.
Extension, please.
The percentage shot would be to play the safety. But knowing Albin, he does like to go for his shots.
Yeah, he's very good at this type of shot, is Albin. Spinning it round 3 rails.
Yeah, and you would find some players with this shot would try to knock the 9 closer to the pocket after putting the 6. Just got to get down and make sure he makes a 6. It's automatic position on the 7 ball. And he makes both balls. Great shot there by Albin.
When's the first rack?
And he takes a 1-0 lead in this race to 5 semi-final.
Yep. Knew the 9 ball was going close. He was on the 7, so it was like a free go at that shot. There's our referee, Marcel. Also refereed a World Snooker final.
Yeah, for me, Marcel, one of the best referees in the world. I think he hails out of Germany. Is it Belgium he's from, Carl? I thought he was from Germany.
Somewhere over there anyway, so he's just making sure he gives nice rack there, taking his time.
The second rack. Mieszko Fortunski to break. Trailing
So
by
it's rack
1
2, the
break.
butcher to break. Good break, but we can all see where that blue 2's going. It's going dead on the centre of the top rail. Is it worth a bank shot here, Christopher?
Not quite sure, it's quite risky. May play to it this one thin. I think it is the right option to hit this one thin and try and leave the cue ball down the table. I know he's called the butcher, but he's going to need the bacon slicer for this one, it's that thin.
I thought we had Phil Yates back for a moment then.
Well, he's just banked it down the table. And that was always the problem. If you didn't get it on the bottom rail, you was always going to leave it.
Mieszko, please.
So it's a small chance for Albin this now to break the serve. Albin's attitude has been a lot better today. I think he's just that type of player where he strives for perfection. If he's not quite cueing how he thinks he should, he gets a little bit annoyed with himself. But I mean, he must be feeling tired. He's been here 4 days playing pool non-stop against quality opponents.
Yeah, it must have been very tough, mentally and physically. Obviously we saw a couple of days ago that he wasn't himself, certainly wasn't at the races. But as you say, Carl, he's back in another semi-final and he's looking to do the business. And he's been a bit unlucky to go all the way around the table and in between the gap. He has got a shot here. A little risky. But if he plays it right, he'll definitely get the snooker. May choose to send the 4 up the table and try and stick the cue ball in behind the 8. Does the 4 go? I'm just wondering. I don't think it does. Great shot there by Albin.
Yeah, beautiful vision. The cross bank.
Straight into the out of the pocket as well, Carl. Good position on the 5 ball. Will he choose to just stop the cue ball dead and take a trickier 6? Well, he's chose to come out and he's left that as bad as you could possibly leave it. I always thought it was a better shot to just stop the cue ball dead and take a riskier 6 ball.
Yeah, I don't think he fancied the risky 6, so he's tried to get better on it, but The only issue with that is he wasn't guaranteed position, and now he's left with, well, what is a horrible shot, to be quite honest. It's very thin, and he's overcut it, and he's scratched, Chris.
Well, for me, he just didn't make his mind up on that shot. He seemed to just get down and play it very quickly. And he's missed the cut by, well, a good 4 inches, and that's why the cue ball's gone in the top pocket. Poor execution there from Albin.
Yeah, and he didn't have to go for the pucks. If you look where the 8 and 9 are, he could have split the balls either side of the rails and probably put Fortunski in a bit of trouble, but that's the past. This 9 ball to level things up.
Mieszko Fortunski wins the second rack.
So it's 1-1 on table 1. On table 2, Niels Fine is leading that match over Naoki Oi. Still only 1-0. And then we can just see Niels Fine. He's on the blue 2 on the bottom rail. It is a thin cut along that rail. But he's playing safe. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, he's not got it where he wanted. But we've seen Naoki Oi play a similar shot, hitting the 2 ball thin. Trying to put the cue ball roughly back where it is now. Oh, and he's scratched. Another poor shot there from Naoki Oi.
Yes, and Naoki Oi played some flawless pool at the beginning of the day, but when it matters now in the semi-finals.
The third rack. The current score is 1-8. Albin Ouschan.
Back over to table 1, Albin Ouschan, to get the third rack underway.
And what a piece of luck he's had there. If that 1 ball had gone in, he had no shot. And because it's just stayed up, hit the knuckle of the middle pocket, believe it or not, the 1 ball does go past the 4. Sorry, the purple 5. Could choose to play safety if he wishes. I think he should go for this. Just got to miss the 5 ball and it'll drop.
So Albin cheats the pocket, gets good position on the 2. 6 ball is in a little bit of a funny position. He would need to get the cue ball tight on the right hand side rail near where the purple 5 is. Niels Fine wins the second rack. He leads Naoki Oi 2 racks to 0. Viv Roscoe is refereeing that match. She had a little bit of fun in games earlier on. She put the 9 ball. She forgot to put the 9 ball in the middle. Nobody spotted it. Chris's fault. He was in the comms box. Luckily it didn't affect the match and we can all laugh about it now.
Well, Albin's just working out how he's going to get on the 6 ball here. Could pot this 5 and draw back and leave a bank on the 6. It's not a tough bank as long as he leaves a cue ball somewhere around where he's pointing. And if he doesn't get it perfect, he'll play a good safety. And he's over at this, I believe. I'm not sure he can bank this ball now. May have to draw this with left hand spin to try and straighten up the 6 ball if he goes for the bank. Well, he's got down quickly, and I think he's going to play the safety. I'm not sure the bank's there. Well, it is. What a great shot that is from Albin. Perfectly executed and perfect on the 7.
Yeah, that's a nice shot. Very deliberate player is Albin, likes to just kind of glide round the table, very slow. Does that when he's walking around the hotel and all, that's not just on the pool table. So this 9 ball for a small lead, Albin Ouschan. He's 2-1 up in this match, and we'll see how it unfolds after this short break.
One thing's guaranteed, that shot will appear on plenty of highlight reels.
Whoa, did he split the wicket? What a beautiful shot that was. What a beautiful execution.
Look at this. Oh my gosh.
Sometimes it's best if you get up to the table and just hit the ball.
Sporting events should not be held until there are no new cases.
Well, that's right up there with the no crowd, but who needs them? Just in terms of pure potting ability, he's just one of the best we've ever seen.
Oh my word. Incredible.
What a power-packed partnership it is. Start the engraving process.
Welcome back to day 4, Group 4.
Mieszko Fortunski
This is semi-final action between Fortunski, otherwise known as the Butcher. He's playing Albin Ouschan. He's trailing 2 racks to 1, but he has the break.
Foul shot. Ball in.
And a scratch on the break won't do his confidence any good. Didn't get kicked, went straight in the side pocket. Poor break off there from Mieszko. Neil's fine on table 2. He's taken a 3-0 lead. Needing 2 more to book his place into the final of Group 4. Do you know if Albin has a nickname, Carl?
I think it's Churchill.
Because he's always shaking his head.
Yeah. That was just a little private joke in the comms box. It's not really Churchill. It's a good question.
Well, I've thought of one if he hasn't got one.
Okay.
And one of my friends from where I live is actually called this in the darting world. And because Albin is so laid back and so calm, what about the recliner?
Yeah, I mean, I can see what you mean, but it doesn't quite work, does it? Albin the Recliner Ouschan.
Attention, please.
It's up for debate, that one. Could be the armchair.
I think I'd stick to your day job, Carl, if I was you.
Okay, shot maker. So he's got a tricky little shot here on the pink 4. He's got to play 2 rails and, well, he could hold it, so didn't have as much angle as I first thought.
Yeah, that was a nice little shot there. Got a couple of options here because he's going to have to play some sort of cannon unless the 6 ball passes the 7. It doesn't look like it does, so he could either cannon the 7, he could cannon the 6, or he could drop it in dead weight. A little bit risky, but will afford good position. Cannon the 6 ball. And no matter which way he hit that 6 ball, he was always going to have some kind of shot at it. A little awkward bridging over the side of the 8 ball, but shouldn't cause him no problems.
Yeah, this is a big shot, this, for Albin. And it's a good shot. Over on table 2, Naoki Oi is about to win his first rack in that semi-finals. The score will be 3-1.
Nice little stop shot there by Albin. And one more good positional shot to get to the 9 ball to take a 3-1 lead over Mieszko Fortunski.
And it's there, Albin Ouschan 3.
One stop.
He's built up a little bit of a lead in this semi-final, and he looks a lot more calmer, doesn't he, today, and, well, a lot more up for the job. We've seen him not his usual self the last couple of days. Things have got to him. I think, you know, the long matches, he lost to yourself in the final on day 1, and it's a new event, a new format, so there's a lot to take in. I think he's come out today and just a little bit more positive. Albin's sister, Yasmin Ouschan, one of the top lady players in the game, she comes into the event on Sunday. Unfortunately, she'll have one chance, but it's still a chance. I'm sure Albin doesn't want to be in that group on Sunday. He would like to get the job done tonight. That'd be a difficult one, wouldn't it, Chris, if Albin was to, let's say, get to the final tonight and lose.
By 3 racks to 1 on both rounds.
Yeah, it would certainly test his mettle, because after he lost in the first final, it certainly affected him, and he wasn't the same player the day after. And the days are running out. There's not many left to book your place in the grand final.
So it was a pretty good break. He might be able to see the potting angle for the top left corner, but it's not an easy shot, so we'll see in a moment.
Well, Naoki Oi is back at the table on table 2. Trailing Niels Fayen 3 racks to 1. And he's just played a really, really good safety. Good shot there by Albin, holding the cue ball off the 8 ball to slow it down. Nothing to do to get on the 3. And he's walking round with his chest pumped, pushed out, like a prize pigeon.
Extension, please.
Yeah, nice shot. Puts him in prime position. Got a nice little angle on this 3 ball. And this is just a case of connect the dots, really. Can only really go wrong from the 8 ball to the 9, and that's only if he leaves a funny angle on the 9 and misses the 9, so keep an eye on that.
Yeah, and he's not got much to do here, Carla. Relatively simple 6, 7, 8. The toughest shot is going to be the 8 to the 9 ball. He's got to be a little bit careful. He's close to that 8 ball. Well, he didn't touch it because Marcel was right on the mark.
Yeah, if it's going to go wrong, it will go wrong now. All depends on where the cue ball lands. And he's had a bit of a flyer, Chris. Look at this.
He's scratched. Well, has it turned off a little bit? It looked like it was scratching that.
Are your eyes painted on, Chris?
Sometimes they are. I thought he was scratching there, but maybe not. It's been a long day, Carlos.
Big moments here in this first semi-final on table 1. Albin Ouschan, he's playing this in the side pocket to get on the hill.
Oh, and he's had a skid. He's had an unbelievable kick on the 9 ball. That is really going to affect him. He's not left an easy 9 by any means, but that skidded. You could hear it.
Attention, please.
And I cannot believe Mieszko is not getting the cue ball cleaned. Well, he is. Using his experience there.
Is that coaching? I think he heard you, Chris.
Well, he does right to get it clean, because if he plays the bank and it skids again, well, he won't forgive himself.
Yeah, and this is one of them shots where it either goes in or you miss it by a country mile.
Well, that actually is not a bad shot. I do think Albin will make this, but it all depends on what his mental state of mind, because that would really hurt him. Number one, not landing on the 9, and number 2, getting a skid. But if he makes this, all will be forgotten.
Albin, the assassin, Ouschan, pots a wonderful 9 in rack 5 to get on the hill. He leads Fortunski 4 racks to 1. That could have been oh so different, couldn't it, Chris?
Yeah, he kind of got a little bit lucky, even though he got the skid. He kind of got lucky because it went in a really awkward position, and Mieszko, for me, really should have gone for the bank there. It was just as tough to cut the ball in, and he knew as soon as he missed it, he was always going to leave that chance for Albin. And that's all he needed.
A little bit of late night drama here in Milton Keynes for the Predator Championship League pool. Brand new format, brand new event on the pool calendar. 19 of the world's greatest pool players have all shown up to see who will be there with the trophy on Monday evening. Chris the Shotmaker Mellin is already there, so he's sweating the rest of the action and doing some commentary. Niels Fine is also on the hill. He leads Naoki Oi 4-1. So Naoki Oi's got a battle going on there. Played so well today in the league.
Rack number 6, Mieszko Fortunski to break. Trailing by 4 racks to 1.
And another dry break from Mieszko Fortunski. Got close with the 1 ball, hit the top jaw and side pocket. He may find himself in all kinds of trouble after this shot. Albin could clip off the 1 and hook him behind the 8. Only problem being, if he doesn't get him behind the 8, he leaves the 1. Or he could clip off the 1 and pot the 8. And he's made it, and everything is in the open. The only problem that I can see is the green 6 ball. Does it pass the 7? I think it does, but he's got to be right behind it. Well, it looks like we're going to get one of the 2 nearly men into the final group, Carl, as Niels Fine is running out. 5 balls left, all in the open, and so is Albin. And I think this will be the 6th or 7th time they've met each other this week.
Yeah, so one of the Nearly men will make it through. Key shot from 5 to 6, like Chris says.
Just got to make sure he lands good on this 6 ball. I think I'd play it past the 7.
Please.
Niels Fyan takes the second semi-final match against Naoki Oi. 5 racks to 1, so he's in the final. Oh, and Albin's had a huge roll there. He thinks he's been unlucky. He may change his mind. He's landed very fortunate. It's a straight combination, 6 and 7. And the 7 will go over towards the left-hand pocket. Very fortunate there by Albin. He didn't mean to do that. And this 9 ball to get into the final, and he's still having a little whinge up. When is it going to stop?
Yeah, I think Albin's insinuating he's had a bit of a flyer, but this 9 ball will put him into the final. It will be an all-European clash. Albin versus Niels up next. Grab yourself a drink and get yourself ready for a little Mosconi Cup battle. See you soon.